Alexander the Great was once given a beautiful Persian horse as a gift from his father. Now, the horse was new to the court, and the courtiers were terrified of introducing the horse to the prince, just in case the horse lost control and started behaving as radically violent as it was. But no matter how they tried, they simply couldn't understand why this animal was, so erratic. They called even the finest horse tamers in the land, and even they couldn't understand this. So till such time the horse calmed down, they wouldn't dare let it anywhere near the prince. But the prince heard about it, and he appeared, but he didn't approach the horse. He sat from far and observed. And after a good few moments, walked up to the horse and simply turned it in a certain direction, and instantly the horse calmed down. And all the tamers were absolutely shocked. How did he know? Why? And then very confidently the prince jumps on the horse and they ride off into the sunset. And the whole palace was absolutely shocked. They said, "Oh my gosh, we have never seen anything like this." So when the prince returned, they said, "Your Majesty, could you please teach us what happened, because we still can't understand this." And then the prince said to them, "While I was sitting from far, I was observing this animal, and I realized that this animal was terrified of its own shadow. So all I had to do is turn it in such a way, facing the sun, so it couldn't see its shadow. And that's why it calmed down." I use this story very often when I'm in the corporate space. I'm conducting workshops for many of these SMEs, MNCs, or sometimes even for students. And I remind them that one of the greatest assets you will ever have as a manager, as a leader of men, is how do you solve complex problems? Because the knee-jerk reaction is the moment a problem comes in front of you on your desk, you get immersed in it. You become part of that problem. So what do? Maintain your distance, and that will bring you the calmness of mind and heart, which will then allow a solution to come from within you. You will be able to see the solution, the answer to these questions from far. So always keep this in mind. Remember this little story. And every time a complex problem comes, don't just get, sucked into the whole thing. Remember that when you keep your distance, almost magically, the answers which are just hidden in plain sight will reveal themselves. The reason you can't see that, because there are layers of confusion, all sorts of management theories and stuff like that in your way, and this is what form thick curtains before your eyes. You're unable to see the solution. So remember this story the next time you are faced with a major problem.